no confirmation from the Israeli side about the numbers. The Hamas leadership talks about over 50 people have been detained or arrested or seized from Israel, and some of them have been transferred into the Gaza Strip. We've seen pictures of Israeli soldier allegedly in a Palestinian hospital, and also an Israeli female personnel sitting in a room wearing a dressing gown. As I said, we can't confirm any of these things, but this is what's been circulating on social media so far.
And so what has Hamas said will happen to these soldiers? Is the plan to exchange them for Palestinian prisoners?
That's what Saleh Al-Aruri said earlier, that now we've got enough Israeli captives that we can enforce or force a prisoner exchange with the Israelis. The prisoner exchange has been on the table for a very long time from the Palestinian side. They accused Israel of not responding to their calls for a prisoner exchange. Now, in light of this large number of Israeli captives, it is expected that Israel will have to deal with this issue.
And we're just looking at live pictures from the Gaza Strip, and I think we're still focused on this area where this very big 11-story building was brought down. The IDF saying it was a building that housed Hamas radio and other logistical support from Hamas, but there's a lot of flames in the air. And although the IDF said they told people to leave, are you hearing from Gaza whether or not people managed to do so, or whether civilians possibly were caught up in this particular attack here that we're looking at right now?
Well, what we know from previous incidents that when the Israelis give warnings to people to leave, usually it's a very short warning, like a few minutes. We don't know for sure how many people were inside that tower block, which, as you could see from the pictures, it's a high-rising tower block. It's got many offices and facilities in it, so we don't know who is in it, in addition to the radio station, which the Israelis said that they have targeted. But it's a huge tower block, so there must be many other offices and probably residential accommodation in there. We don't know exactly, but in the coming hours, I'm sure the picture will become clearer, Lucy.
It's a frightening night for many people in Israel and in Gaza too. How do people with children, families in Gaza prepare for this evening, for what will be a long night of possibly many more strikes?
Like we heard from our colleague Rushdie Abu Laouf in Gaza City, people will be moving away from areas where they think there are going to be some air raids or bombing or whatever. So they'll try to move away from this area and go to other places where they think it's maybe safer to shelter there until this phase of the conflict is over. But we keep saying that Gaza is one of the most overcrowded places on earth. So anywhere in Gaza is not completely safe, but there are places who are probably relatively safer than others.
Hassan, thanks so much for that. Live to our